Howdy, everyone. This is Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And I appreciate y'all for showing up tonight. We got a lot of fun playing. We got lots of giveaways. I mean, I got stuff piled over here. We're going to give away tonight. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And I appreciate everybody showing up. We're just going to have a blast. I'm telling you. I mean, no problem at all. But anyway, we also have a great panel here tonight. So I'm gonna start bringing them on one at a time, and we'll all say hi to them. First up, we got Gene from the Hot Pot. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good, Hillbilly. Man, congratulations on the 500 subs. That's one of those stepping stones to starting to just blow apart. Man, I hope you sure do. Thanks for having me on tonight for it, man. It's an honor, and got a rocking side chat out there so far. Man, it's going to be a good show.
You betcha. We're going to have fun regardless. So I appreciate you for coming on tonight, Gene. So up next we got Walter. How you doing?
Hey, Hillbilly Nation. Hey guys. Boy, I'm happy to be here tonight. This is a good place to be on a Saturday night. I'm telling you what, I'm over here on the left coast in California, so it's 7 o'clock here tonight, and I'm just real happy to be here. And Hillbilly, I thank you so much for inviting me to be on. And it's looking to be a fun night. Congratulations on passing that 500 sub mark. I'm not there yet after I had to start my new channel, and I'll get there one day, and I'll catch up to you. But in the meantime, I rest in your shadow, man.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, man, I hate it so much. You and Gene both have had to start over, and man, I'm so glad you guys did. I mean, it sucks that you had to go through that, but I'm so glad you guys did because you got wonderful content, and I just appreciate you guys for coming on tonight. So anyway, up next we got Jamie. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
I'm doing better now. Congratulations on 500 subs.
Well, thank you, buddy.
I've been doing YouTube videos since 2017, so I'm almost at 6 years, and I still hadn't made it to 1,000. So you'll be zooming right by me very soon. So congrats, brother.
That, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, and thanks for throwing me a link. All you guys on the side chat, get ready to win some stuff, because I'll say this much: in the short time I've known Hillbilly, he gives away some pretty nice stuff. So,
well, thank you. And if anybody hadn't gone over, Jamie just did this wonderful video on the shotgun. He'll have to tell you about it here after a bit, but it's great. So make sure you jump over and check out all these people on these panel here tonight on their videos and stuff, because it's a great bunch of people. So thanks for coming on, Jamie. So up next we got Bubba Triclops Ballistics. You changed your name a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, I changed my name because it seemed like it was a little bit too much, so I figured I'd just a little bit. But yeah, thanks for having me on, and congratulations on I think the last time I looked, 541 subs. Good job, brother.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on tonight, and we're going to have fun, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. And also, we got Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Outstanding. It's great to see you, Hillbilly. Congratulations on 500. Buddy.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I like that chair you're sitting in. I'd be asleep in 10 minutes, maybe.
Well, I might be. We'll see.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Mark. Up next, we got Chris from the 740. How you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm doing great. Congratulations, Hillbilly, on the 500 subs, man. I've been a big fan of your channel for a while now. I met you over there with Travis, and if you're not, people out there, if you listen to this and replay and you're not subbed to Hillbilly Up, you're missing out. So thanks for the link. I'm glad to be here, and I've been doing these chats. This is my third one today, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so much for joining, and thanks for the support from all you guys. I really appreciate it. Anyway, last but not least, right now we got Elliot, AR Guns. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Pretty good. I got my sound back. Sorry about that.
All right.
Now we can hear you.
Great to be here, Hillbilly Nation. Good channel. Congrats on your number. I think you're at 530 something, aren't you? I was thinking.
I'm not for sure right this moment.
Okay.
I think Bubba said 540 something.
541.
Oh, okay. You've went up then. Yeah, great. Good to see you guys. Thanks for the invite, Hillbilly. It means a lot to me. And
Well, thank you very
542. 542. And he's got 31 people out in the side chat already. So
wow.
that's
All
awesome.
right.
Very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna have a party and give away a lot of good stuff. So I hope everybody is into that. So I already have up you guys, just to start out the very first giveaway, type in hashtag HBN 8.1 to get in that first giveaway. And the reason I did it like this, because we're going to have multiple giveaways just for the live chat tonight. So you want to make sure you get in there. And we got the 500 sub giveaway. And then also I do a monthly giveaway on my show there, you know, just videos and stuff. And it's been going on since like I started my channel. And so, you know, I decided it's the middle of the month. Most usually when I do that giveaway for the previous month. So tonight we're going to be announcing the January giveaway too. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got lots of giveaways. I sure hope that everybody enjoys it. And first of all, we want to give a big shout out to Tommy Gunn out there. It's his birthday. And we just all want to say happy birthday, Tommy Gunn. Thanks for spending your birthday night with us, buddy.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Tommy Gunn.
So real quick, while we're collecting these entries for the first giveaway, we'll start back up with you, Gene. You want to tell a little bit about your channel?
Well, my channel's new and old at the same time. I had a pretty good channel going on, got deleted. Now I'm back restarting again, like Walter over here. So me and him got some little buddy stuff going on there. I do gear reviews, gun reviews, concerts I go to, things I find interesting. I like to enjoy life a little bit. And I like to share a little bit of it.
All right. Well, thanks, buddy. Well, how about you, Walter?
Hey, well, yeah, my channel has historically focused more on bullet casting and reloading. As many of you know, lately YouTube has kind of come down hard on us on both of those, particularly the bullet casting part. So we kind of do what we can there, and you know, on my YouTube channel, I'll tell you what I'm doing, and then if you want to see the actual bullet casting and all those processes, I usually leave a link where you can go find it on Rumble and get the real version instead of the YouTube neutered version. But that's mostly my focus. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a hike or a kayak paddle day, or used to put in motorcycle trips, but I'm not doing that anymore. So that's me.
All right. Well, how about you, Mark? You want to tell us a little bit about your channel, buddy?
Well, I've got quite a mix. I do a little bit of reloading, a little bit of casting, of course, not on YouTube, some a little bit over on Rumble. A lot of my stuff has been some of my leather crafting, and I'm working on a video right now. I got to do a real special video, or a real special project for a friend at one of my local gun shops. He bought himself a Chiappa Rhino, and I'm working on a pretty neat holster for that. That's going to be a good one. Do a lot of things with my son, do some range trips, just miscellaneous things, and you know, whatever I'm trying to show family from back home, what we're up to. Just that's what ends up on the channel.
All right. Yeah. Actually just seen your video up of your son playing in a school band, deal. That was really cool. And and that's one thing about Mark. He has some just not only great videos, but also he'll show stuff with his son. He goes going to the not paintball field, but what is
Airsoft
it?
field.
Airsoft, yeah, stuff like that. So it's great family content, and pretty much everybody on here, has great family content, and so we sure always appreciate that. So, Bubba, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy, your channel and stuff?
I'm just a little old country boy. Well, I say little, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I just like to show off cheap guns, show people alternatives to different guns other than High Point. We're not talking about that. But I just like to show off cheap guns so that people can fit that budget and be able to practice their Second Amendment right. So that's what I like to do.
All right. All righty. Well, how about you, Jamie? Can you tell us a little bit about your channel and stuff?
No, not really. It's not worth talking about. No, I do bullet casting, reloading for particular firearms, load development for mostly rifles. Something I'm trying to get into is a little bit of competition shooting. I'm not sure how that's going to, what that's going to look like for me, but I've always felt like my weakest area of shooting has always been handguns, particularly semi-autos. So I'm working toward doing that more. But yeah, I did the gunsmithing video. It's almost a complete restoration of a ATI Road Agent coach gun, side by side, hammer shotgun. So if y'all get a chance, I'd appreciate if y'all go look at that. I worked long and hard on that video. It was a lot of fun, and it's you get this sense of accomplishment. But yeah, I appreciate everybody going over, and if you feel up to it, subscribing. Look at the content first. If you don't like it, you know, you don't have to subscribe. But I appreciate you just go looking. But it's fun. It's fun. That's my main thing. We're gonna have a good time, or we ain't gonna be doing it, right?
You bet you, buddy. That's
And
the only way to do it.
right. And I have y'all probably can't see it, but I'm the proud owner of one of Mark with a C's belt and holster rigs, and I gotta say, man does good work. So I'm awful proud of it. It's hanging right back there.
I've got one of those too, and it is nice.
Yep.
Mark is quite the craftsman.
Man,
And
Thank you.
I'm
When
going to
you
get
made
hold of
my-
it. I gotta get with him to make a shoulder holster for my 357 revolver. That's what I'd like to have here. So anyway, Chris, you want to tell us about your channel, buddy? If there's people out there in a closet somewhere that don't know about you already.
Yeah, I have the YouTube channel, Chris from the 740. We do a lot of stuff over there. We do reloading, competition shooting, gun reviews, optic reviews. Just have a lot of fun. I put out at least 2 videos per week, and we do a live chat every Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And I just love hanging out with all these guys and doing it again on Wednesday nights. So that's what I do over there.
It's a lot of fun too. You got a great chat and great videos. Just really appreciate you, buddy. You're, so kind to me and a lot of these other channels, and say a lot of really kind words about us, and I really appreciate that. And I mean, I just can't thank you enough, buddy.
Well, thanks for saying that, but it's guys like Jamie and Walter and Gene and Elliot. They all got me started in this, and I want to do the same for everybody else. So, I just want to see the community keep growing, and that's what we got to do for each other.
Darn right, buddy. Well, all right, Elliot. You want to tell a bit about your channel? And you've been really doing a lot more here lately, some more live, and I'm enjoying those, buddy.
Oh, thank you, man. It's good to be here. I'm a second channel. My first one got deleted. I won't go into how that happened. I had it probably for, I'm thinking 6 or 7 years. I had 140 subs, lost that all. Started out, I think, in 2020 or 21. I can't remember. But I don't put up enough of content, which you all know. I've posted a little bit lately. And just health reasons and sometimes laziness. I just don't put out enough, but I'm going to try. Actually, some of you got, like Chris, got great content. Makes me look bad because I don't have nothing. But I'm going to try to put out more stuff and do some editing for you all. And I started this to meet people, actually, to interact and make friends, really. Not even for money or, nothing like that. So.
Yeah, and it's a great platform. I mean, I'm just so happy that I found this wonderful community of 2A supporters and people. I mean, between just the great videos and the live chats and everything, it's just wonderful. I mean, literally feel like, this is a second family. I mean, just really, appreciate being a part of it. So anyway, I'm going to give a little shout out here to some of the side chat. I hope I don't miss anybody. And if I don't can't read your comments or something, I try to highlight them here. That's me shouting out to you guys, because a lot of times I might not have the opportunity to stop somebody in mid-sentence to shout you out or answer a question, but most usually somebody in the panel, they'll see it or something, and we'll get to you if you got a question or anything like that. So we'll just start down here. We got Tommy Gunn, we got Walter out there, and Chris, we got G23, we got Baldwin Curious, New York Outcast, we got Jamie out there too. See, we got Anne-Marie B. We got MC. We got Mrs. Hot Shot out there. See, we also got Gizzard Gary. 2 Live Moo. Man, we just got a lot of great people out here.
Yeah.
We got Garage Guy, Keith Gregory. See what else we got out here. Roy Munson. Pony. We got Sunny Guns out there. We got Niles Anderson. Bubba's out there also and in here. We got Agorizer. As I'm pronouncing that right, I hope. We got Grim out there. 2 Light Move. Mad Maxer. We got Tim S. Measuring Grains. Oh my gosh, we got MCK. We got Rich B. We got Boomstick, M. Gabriel. Oh my goodness. We just have a wonderful crew out there. You go up through here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. If I do, I really apologize. Appreciate y'all to be on here. So as usual, I got a few topics that I like to kind of go over and ask the panel and see. tell you what, we got so many drawings tonight. Let's just go ahead and do a drawing. How about that? So everybody, make sure you type in hashtag HBN 8.1, and we'll be doing the first drawing. And so I got set up here. We're going to get a little bit bigger as we go on with the drawings and everything. So first up that I have that I'm going to be giving away is something that I give away a lot here on this channel. And, it's a pretty cool little deal. It's a tactical knife. So we're going to start out our first drawing for this tactical knife. It's just a neat little knife. It's got a lot of neat features on it. Fire starter, a LED light, seatbelt cutter, bottle opener. I mean, this thing has a lot of cool little stuff on it. It's something great to throw in your range bag or to just in the console of your car. So anyway, let's go ahead and do our first drawing of the night, and then we're going to have to be re-entering these giveaways because I thought I might be able to clear it and restart it, but it don't work like that. So that's why I'm having to go with a few different hashtags on this. So anyway, we'll get this up here and share this first giveaway here. All right. We have 27 people entered in this first giveaway for a tactical knife. So let's see who's going to be the first winner tonight. Grim 90. All right, buddy. Let me write your name here down. Congratulations. So anyway, buddy, you can get a hold of me. Here, I'll throw my email out there real quick and give me your address. And also that comes in different colors. You can choose blue, green, see what else there, black and red, I believe. So anyway, make sure you email me at the.real.american.hillbilly@gmail.com, and we will be getting that sent out to you, buddy. Congratulations.
Congrats.
So we'll just go ahead and start. Actually, I want to ask a question here. Let's go with a topic here. So hopefully this will be a fun topic for everybody. So I'm going to type it in the comments and stuff. But we'll just go ahead and start up there with you, Gene. What was your first gun? Man, as a teenager or maybe as an adult for some people. So what was your first gun, buddy?
A BB gun. Naturally, man, I started with a BB gun. Moved up to a single shot 22 and then on to 12 gauge shotguns. First one I ever owned, my goodness, single shot 22. Yeah. The brand I do not remember. I was a kid, and it kind of got kind of passed on to somebody else, and then it's just grown over the years.
All right. Yeah, I think probably a lot of us started out with the BB gun. So BB gun and a 22, man. I think that's a great starting place for everybody. So how about you, Walter?
Not to play copycat with my buddy Gene right here, but my first rifle first any kind of a firearm that was actually mine when I was a youngster was a Marlin single shot 22 rifle, and that's what I learned to shoot with. And I think the next one that I had was one that I actually that Marlin was a birthday present, and the next one I had was a Ruger Mark 1 22 semi-auto pistol that I had to go mow lawns for and all that kind of stuff. And that was a fun learner for me. I sat right down with a couple of chunks of oak wood and carved my own grips for it. They looked like heck, but they were mine. Whittled them out with a pocket knife and stuck those on there. So that was my start. I guess that's going to be what most of us are going to say, that we started with a 22. Still a great place to start.
Yeah, and that Mark IV, nice little gun too. All righty. Well, how about you, Mark? What did you start out with, buddy? Your first gun or two?
Well, did definitely start out with a Daisy BB gun. It wasn't a Red Ryder, and I can't remember what the model number is. I did a video on it a while back, but that was, first gun. And then things that I got to hunt with and shoot with in the backyard. There was an old Winchester single shot bolt action 22. I still have that. And shotgun was a 16 gauge Champion single shot break action shotgun. I still have that one too. And my first pistol that I bought whenever I was legally allowed was a Jennings J22. The J is for jam.
Oh boy. I think maybe there's a time that maybe all of us shot at Jennings 22, I imagine. But all righty. Well, Bubba, what'd you start out with, buddy? Just a rock and a stick, or?
Yeah, I shot with a stick ball. That's what it was. No, it was the same as Mark. It was a Daisy 22, Daisy BB gun. And then the first gun I ever got, I worked tobacco for my father, and he ended up buying me a New England Firearms Partner 410 breakdown shotgun. That was my first gun.
All right.
I still have it to this day, and I think I've put around 10,000 rounds in that thing. So it's a partner is the right name for that gun. Definitely, it's my partner. It's been my partner for a long time. First handgun I ever bought was a 1911 Gerson, and still have it too. But yeah, those were my first.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Those first guns are hard to ever get rid of, that's for sure. But yeah, that sounds like a nice start there, buddy. Especially when you have to work hard and get that first one, So, all right, Jamie. What did you start out with? It wasn't black powder or anything, was it?
I did have a Kentucky rifle. Yeah, when I was 16, I built it from a kit. But my history with firearms goes back before that. The fall that after I turned 10 years old, the first hunting gun I used was what Bub 1408's talking about, a Savage 410 with a 22 on top. That I wish I still had that gun. Those things are bringing a mint now. But my first gun that belonged to me was, like Gene said, I had a Daisy BB gun, lever action. Y'all know the one, like a Red Ryder, but cheaper. If you can imagine that. Then Christmas after my 10th birthday, my parents bought me a Sears and Roebuck Ted Williams 22 single shot lever action, which is actually a drop rolling block kind of thing. and it had a heavy barrel. I still have that gun, and it is an absolute tack driver. It's got a little 16, 18-inch barrel, real heavy barrel, and it really shoots good. I need an ejector for it. I need to take that thing apart and just strip it and just totally redo it. But it's got real blonde wood on it. I just need to do a video for y'all on that one.
Is that an Ithaca M49?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those in 22 mag.
Yeah, I wish mine was a Magnum, but yeah, that was my first gun that I owned, and then the second one that I owned was a it was I think it was a Brazilian made 22 single barrel. You pulled the trigger guard back to open it up, but those were my first guns. The Savage belonged to my uncle that I went hunting with all the time, and I would love to have that gun now, but I'm sure it's long gone. But that was 50 years ago, boys.
We're getting old, aren't we?
Half a century ago. So,
yeah, I wish I mean, maybe they do. Maybe I'm missing it, but I wish they'd come out with that over and under 22 410 again. You know, something in a youth model, because I actually didn't own one. My grandpa had one. And of course, that was basically what I used for my first squirrel gun, you know. If the squirrel was sitting still, then you used 22. If it took off, then you used 410, you know. And I believe one of my uncles has that now, but you know, that gun just brought back a lot of memories. So, but yeah, if any gun companies out there listening, man, that's a great idea for, you know, to get people started on, you know, young shooters and stuff. So, all right, Chris, would you start out with a fully automatic or
No.
no? It did have a optic on it though, didn't it?
No.
No?
Back in the iron sight days. I do not remember the make of it. I had a break barrel pellet gun that was actually my grandpa's.
Oh wow!
Marlin Model 60 and a Sears break barrel 410. Those were my first three guns I had. You guys got to remember, I'm almost 50 years old, so been around for a little while. So, yeah, those were my first three. I wish I could remember what that pellet gun was, but I don't remember. But I do know it was break the barrel down and put your pellet in and shoot it. But I don't remember what the make was on it. But I do know my 410 was a Sears, and my first 22 was a Model 60 Marlin.
Yeah, at a younger age, I don't think we care what model it is or anything like that. At least I didn't. I mean, it just, you know, if I could shoot it, you know, I was happy to shoot it. So, all right, Elliot, what was yours, buddy?
I started out with a Daisy. Don't remember the models, just, you know, had all the BBs in it. My second one was a Crossman 22 caliber gas cartridge. I used to shoot it a lot. My third one was a 410 shotgun. I don't remember the brand, but I remember the hammer spur thing on it was broke off, but you could still cock it. And I used to hold it up over high and shoot the top of a barn. I lived on 20 acres, and I'd hear the bird shot come down on the tin roof. And my first new gun was a Ruger Security 6 stainless steel 357 4-inch barrel. And I wished I had that gun back. And it was nice. And that's a few others, but wished I had them.
Yeah. Yeah, listen to those BBs laying on the roof of the barn.
Yeah.
Metal roof barn. That's something that I think maybe a few of us did. So with me, of course, my very first gun was the Red Ryder BB gun, you know, lever action, you know, and if I remember right, I think it had the leather, you know, little leather tassel thing hanging off of it.
Off the
And
saddle ring.
yeah. And I remember, if you didn't like lean it down and back up when you cocked it, then you're just going to shoot a blank. So you had to make sure you did that motion up and down, before you got it cocked there. And then I guess my first gun that actually belonged to me, it was a Ithaca 22 lever action single shot. So when you cocked the lever down, the top of the rifle went down, and you inserted your single 22 in there, and then went back up. And sad to say, man, a long time ago, that thing got stolen, and I would love to have another one. That's something I really need to see if I can find that's out there, because that's something that I can't replace the actual gun, but I would like to have that, and I'm sure it probably cost a few dollars more than it did back when I had it. But I mean, literally, that thing was just open, just metal sights on it, iron sights, and I got getting good enough that I could toss a rock, about the size of I started out with large ones, throwing them up in there and shooting them. Of course, around here, we lived in a very rural area, and stuff. But I finally got down to, believe it or not, I could flip a quarter up in there and shoot it. And I have tried that, later on in life, and I couldn't do it. It just, I think the bond that me and that gun had, at the time was just, it was just something, But alrighty. Well, how about we get on to the second giveaway? All right. So make sure everybody type in hashtag HBN for Hillbilly Nation 8.2, and we will get on to the second giveaway we got here. Guys, I appreciate you putting your comments out there. I see a lot of great gems that bring back some memories here. And anyway, I appreciate that, because there's just a lot of great guns out there that we've all started with and everything. So the second giveaway I'm going to do is going to be the tactical knife, but I'm also throwing in this Bass Pro Shop hat. So anyway, there'll be a tactical knife like I gave away in the first one, and a Bass Pro hat. So anyway, let me get this pulled up here, and we'll see who's going to win the second giveaway tonight. All right. So you guys realize we had 39 people watching. We only got 29 in this drawing. So,
Oh, wow.
I mean, that you're missing out. 10 of them at least are missing out on some good stuff, I'm telling you. So anyway, let's go ahead and start this drawing. And I'm going to go ahead and say, I know I didn't say this before, but if you won in the drawing earlier tonight, please let us redraw. That way more people get a chance. So if you won already or this one, then you'll be eliminated from the next one. So hopefully that sounds fair to everybody, but I just want everybody to have a chance to win something.
No, that's a good way to do it, Hillbilly.
Casey Doff. All right, Casey. Let me write your name down here.
Congrats.
Congratulations, buddy. I believe you've been a winner of my monthly giveaway, if I'm not mistaken, bud. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Casey
Yeah.
is always supporting all our chats.
Yes, he is. That's great. So before I get the next one set up here, I'm going to throw this out here, and while we're on the first time deal here, let's talk about your first car. I figured that might be interesting. I mean, was it a hot rod or
Model
grandma's
T.
station wagon? What was it? So anyway, Gene, let's start with you, buddy, and I'll set up the drawing for the next one. Okay.
What was that? What was that? I was typing.
Was your first car? Yeah, your first car, buddy.
First car I owned.
Guys, if you want to like maybe say, the first car that you actually learned in, which might not be the first car that you actually had, that would be great too. So, and also I'd like to encourage the side chat to type theirs in too. I'd like to see what all we got out there.
First car I ever learned to drive was a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner 4-speed with a 383 Magnum in it. It had the factory air grabber hood, and it also had the Roadrunner on the front fender with the dust trail that ran all the way down the side into the vent behind the doors. It was that real dark Chrysler metallic green, and that thing would burn them. Man, I could burn those wheels off for blocks. It was amazing. The first car I ever owned was a 71 Plymouth Fury. I grew up in a Mopar household. So they wanted to give me a car big enough that if I crashed, I wouldn't get hurt, but something with a big block V8 in it that I could hammer down if I needed to.
All right, man. That sounds like some good vehicles right there. My dad is also a big Mopar person too, but I'll get to mine later. But yeah, thanks for that, Gene. So, Walter, what did you start out with? What, like, learning to drive, and then what was like?
What I learned to drive
car
in
you owned?
was a Ford, but it was a Ford 9M tractor. That's what I learned what a transmission was supposed to do, and what a vehicle would do when you went like that. And of course, we had differential brakes and hydraulic systems and stuff on that we also learned how to use. And then the first car that I actually owned was also a Ford. It was a 1962 Ford Galaxy 500 XL. Bucket seats, 490. I mean, this was a car. I bought it used, and I promptly burned about half of the valves on it within the first 2 months I had it. Had to redo it, but that was quite a car, and that lasted me for 4 or 5 years. But that was a great car. I love that car. Who wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, man.
that was my startings out.
I was going over some of these side chats. Oh my goodness, man! I mean,
I should tag that with the next car that I owned after that was a Ford too. It was a Pinto. What a letdown! You talk about backsliding.
Yeah, the Pintos and Pacers, they were kind of similar and very popular along, back in the time too. So
Gremlin.
They were cheap, but boy, oh boy.
Gremlins.
Yep.
There we go. Grim had a Grim had a green gremlin. Imagine that. All right. So, how about you, Mark? What did you start out with, buddy?
Well, it may not surprise Walter to hear that now, as a farm boy, I learned how to drive a Ford 9N as well. Worked for a farmer and had a couple different Massey Ferguson tractors. Now, his daughter bought a brand new 78 Datsun B210, and that ended up being my first car. My parents bought it for me for my 16th birthday, and it had rust, cancer down both sides. The rear springs were rusted and shoved up through the hatch. And my dad and I spent, at least a half a year, 6 months, rebuilding that thing to make it roadworthy. That's where I learned how to weld, do body work, just all kind of good lessons. And that was my first car, a 78 Datsun B210 hatchback.
Wow.
Cool.
Very cool.
That was a popular car too. When they came out, they sold a gazillion of those cars because they were affordable.
Yeah, they were known as the Sunny as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moondog says he would rather add a prize for everybody than be enter the giveaway tonight. So, Moondog, if you got something you'd like to add to the prizes tonight, just put it out there in the side chat, and we'll let you do that, buddy. And I was hoping you'd be able to make it on tonight, but anyway, actually, if you can get on Moondog, let me know there, and I will send you a link if you'd like to do that too, buddy. So,
the first brand new vehicle that I bought was not a car. The first brand new vehicle I bought was a 2003 Honda Shadow.
750.
Yep, I still have it.
I had a Shadow 750 too for a while. They're great motorbike.
I love it.
Yeah, those things just kind of kept on going too. I mean, I had a friend that had a Honda Shadow, and I mean, he just drove that thing, and I don't know if it ever gave up on him or gave him much troubles. So, Bubba, what did you start out with?
Car I learned to drive on was a C10 1970s model Chevy.
Nice.
With a slapstick shifter. So it was very interesting. It was my grandfather's truck, and he had what he said cherry poppers for his exhaust, and I got in a lot of trouble with that truck. A lot of trouble with that truck. One, just because the slapstick. If nobody's ever done a slapstick for a shifter, it's a very interesting, very interesting design. So I'd get in trouble and stuff like that. He'd have me drive it. I think we got pulled over by a cop like 5 or 6 times, like in the first month he was teaching me how to drive. Just because of how loud the daggone thing was. My first car I ever owned was a 1994 raised up about 1.5 foot suspension Chevy truck. I think it was 2500. Yeah, 2500 Chevy Silverado, and it had a short bed. I didn't drive it for long. It was a stick shift, and the transmission was bad in it, so I ended up getting rid of that, and then switched to a 93 Chevy Silverado 1500, which was a lowrider. Well, it wasn't a lowrider until I got in it, and it just kind of like, but So, and the car I'm driving now, before I say this, know that I only paid $200 for this car. All right, is a Lexus.
Oh yeah, cool.
It has no right side mirror. It has no rear view mirror.
And you found it in a ditch.
It didn't give a crap box. It was $200. I was just like, all right, there's a lot of stuff wrong with it, but ended up having an old Toyota engine and transmission that fitted, so we ended up dropping that down in there. But it's run ever since. I've had it for about 8 years now. And it's a 04. But yeah, that's pretty much all the cars I've owned. I want, if I ever get the chance, if I can fit it, and I can't remember if I can or not, but I'd like to get a 70 Nova is what I would like to get. But yeah.
Yeah, well, you do know why they make that front window a lot bigger than they do the review mirror, because you're supposed to be looking where you're going instead of where you've been.
Right, exactly. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. Just get out of here. It randomly fell off while I was driving one day, so just haven't given a crap about fixing it.
Chicago Might, I put the link down there, the StreamYard link. So if you'd like to join, go right ahead. And I think Moondog is going to hop in here too. So we'll just add some more to the party, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, hey, now the citation, Gary. I mean, there's at least one, if not 5 citations in every neighborhood, I do believe, at the time. They actually were pretty decent cars. I mean, so I remember
at one point our sheriff department decided they were going to outfit us with Chevy citations. We were about on strike. Oh man, you get in a pursuit with one of those things and go into a dip and you come out the other side going sideways or something. They were horrible.
Wow.
They were just, we didn't like them.
You attempted to pursue someone in one of those?
I was going to say, not to mention that the bicycle guy on the bicycle could maybe get away from
Yeah, right. He could outrun us. We sent that one back. I think I told you guys this story, but I was at a resident post way out in a remote part of the county, and we gave the first citation back and went to the motor pool and hey, Moondog. And they had one more old Plymouth Fury, a Hemi, and we got that one. That was a car. You could do something with that one.
The Plymouth Fury.
Yeah.
I
had one.
I
enjoying
think
these
those had a
stories about these
pretty
cars.
good motor in them, didn't they? In the Plymouth Fury.
383.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We had nice big Nerf bars on the front. You know, if you guy wouldn't pull over, you just sneak up behind him and Nerf him off the side of the road. Hope he didn't roll. You could get away with that stuff back then.
So I want to welcome Moondog here real quick. And,
hey, Moondog.
Howdy, boy.
We'll get to you here in just a minute. We're talking about first cars and first guns tonight and stuff like that. And so I believe, who are we up to? Whose turn is it? Jamie's. Yeah, you're parting the wrong way there. Now, Jamie, before we get started here, I believe it was New York Outcast said that your first one was a horse and buggy.
It's a good one.
I refuse to answer.
Can you prove me wrong, buddy?
Yeah, it was a Ford Model T.
Yeah.
No, actually, what I learned to drive was 1963 Chevy Biscayne, 4-door, 350, 3 on the tree, 307, 305. Anyway, it was a small V8, 3 on the tree. But my first car, I got to tell you all this story, and I won't take long. My dad decided when I turned 16, he was giving me his car, which was a 1965 Plymouth Fury 383. Had a Hurst shifter on the floor. It was an automatic. 4-barrel car. 4-door. Dents all over the place. Okay? So he gave me that car, and he went and bought a 1972 Dodge Polara with a 360 2-barrel. Y'all remember those? A lot of the police departments used them.
Yeah.
He drove that car maybe at most 6 months. And he came to me and said, "Here, take this car and give me my Fury back." He gave me a newer car, and he took that Plymouth Fury back, and he drove the wheels off of that thing. And about 2 or 3 years later, the transmission went out on my Polara, and I wound up trading it in on a Chevrolet. But see, my dad was a Mopar guy, like Gene's family, but my mom's side of the family were Chevrolet people. So over the years, I've driven quite a few Plymouths, a lot of Chevrolets, but my favorite nowadays, I'm a Toyota man. I gotta admit, except for the Harley, and I also owned a 2002 Honda Shadow Aero 1100. And
All right. Well, New York Outcast threw him under the bus, so maybe he didn't say that about the horse and buggy. So, oh my goodness, and that sounds like some nice deals here, nice vehicles, guys.
I think we could
Man,
darn
them
near in this
Kate-
group, we could go around and say, "What was your first motorcycle?"
yeah,
Everybody here either does ride or has rode.
you betcha. MCK said, man, he had the Bisking. I don't know if anybody remembers the Bisking, but man, was sleeper. That thing was a monster. I mean,
My mom
very
had a
popular
Biscayne.
car for Chevy fans, that's for sure.
Yeah, my mom had a 4-door Biscayne.
you only needed about a 2-acre pasture to turn the thing around. Man.
They had a nice big back seat, but they had
Oh man,
Many babies conceived.
yeah.
yeah. My grandpa he liked Cadillacs, and so that you sat in the back seat as a little kid. You can pick your feet up and you go around the corner because we got lots of corners around here. You can just slide from one side to the other. So that was always a blast. So anyway, Chris, what'd you have, buddy, starting out?
My first car was a pea green 1978 Plymouth Horizon with a 4-speed stick shift in it. I had two 15-inch pyramid subs in the back with a 2,000 watt amp, and I would rip through the countryside driving the neighbors nuts. And the Beastie Boys and Run DMC and Public Enemy. And that was my first car.
All right.
There's Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Glad you could jump on here with us. So while he's getting settling in, I believe Elliot, where do you, buddy? So what did you start out with? I know you got a cowboy hat there. You started out with a horse, or?
I wished. I started out, my first car I ever drove was a 53 Chevy, manual steering, manual brakes. I didn't own it, but some teenagers let me drive it when I was 11 years old. It had that small steering wheel, and I couldn't hardly keep it on the road. And but actually, yeah, it's funny. My first car was a car Ralph Nader destroyed. Was the the Corvair.
Yeah.
And my first real car that I consider a car was a '60 Chevrolet Impala with the wings on it, white, perfect interior.
Oh yeah,
Those are
beautiful
beautiful.
car.
And I enjoyed it. And I've had the Furies, Plymouth Furies. I used to burn rubber with those with that 383 in it, and that was fun. But Corvair, Ralph Nader said they were bad cars, and most of the time it was broke down. The Corvair. that tells you my age, guys.
All right. Well, Moondog, glad to have you on here, buddy.
Yeah, glad to be on, guys.
Glad you're jumping in. Tell you what, earlier we just talked a little bit, let people know what your channel's about. So if you want to go ahead and catch us up on with what you got to say, tell us a little bit what your channel's about, and then maybe your first gun or two guns. You know, if it started out as a BB gun, it may ended up with something else. You know, your second actual gun, and then your first car.
Oh yeah, sure. So I'm probably like most of you guys. I have a Pew Pew channel, Moondog Industries, and I also have a gadget and gear and electronics channel, Moondog R&D. But primarily, it's the Moondog Industries channel where I review firearms and ammo with a bit of a slant towards 22, just because the club where my home range. They do a lot of precision bullseye and pistol shooting. Old school, one hand 22s. So that's the reason why I sort of fell into that little bit of a niche. But I actually got started in YouTube years ago, just uploading my airsoft videos because I was living in New York City at the time, and it was impossible to get any firearms. I left all my firearms at my mom's house in Southern California. So that's basically what you can check out my channel, of course. And to segue into first guns, like almost all of you guys, I started off with a Crossman BB gun. Shot the hell out of my backyard with that. And my first real gun was a Marlin. Well, technically it was a Glenfield 60, the Sears model of the Marlin 60 22, and I still have that. Still use that for some of the ammo shooting. But I think my first real gun, at least as far as I'm concerned, is my Colt 45 1911. So I'm still a 1911 guy, even though I got a Glock. But yeah, that's me. To answer the final question, first car that I learned on was a hand-me-down 76 Mustang Mach 2 piece of crap, anemic 6-cylinder. But that's what I got handed down from my mom. So don't know if I could say I have fond memories of that car other than constantly having to fix it. So there you go. My first car that I bought was an Acura Integra, and I drove that thing for like almost 200,000 miles. So that thing, I have got a soft spot for Hondas and Acuras, but I don't own one currently. So what do you guys ride as far as motorcycles? I'm probably the only guy on here who doesn't ride a motorcycle or doesn't own one.
Well, I've ridden a bunch. I started with a Hodaka Super Rat when I was a kid. That was a fun little drive it up and down a creek and drive it over a cliff and break its back. I did that a couple times, and went through a string of Hondas and other Japanese, Kawasaki Yamasakis, and I had one Harley, but it was a 1976 AMF Harley. It was a losing proposition. And then what did I went? I went to a couple of bigger Kawasaki V twins. And then the last 20 years have all been on BMWs. Until last spring when I crashed that last one, and that was when I closed the chapter on two-wheelers. Almost 800,000 miles. I had 700, and I was adding them up the other day. 780,000 something miles.
Is that total miles or just on the
total miles?
Okay.
Total miles.
Wow.
I was hoping I was going to make 1 million miles of riding, but the crash happened. I said, "No, I rode enough. I don't need to do anymore."
Yeah, that's the sad thing about two-wheelers is a lot of bigger vehicles don't really see them or watch out for them. So
yeah,
Well, I love motorcycles. My first street bike was a Honda CB500, 1972 Kickstarter. No push button to start it. I really enjoyed motorcycles so much that in 1993 I started racing motorcycles, and I raced pro super bikes for over 11 years.
Oh, nice.
On the AMA circuit around the country. I've had many motorcycles. Currently, I have a 2016 Harley Road Glide Ultra, and I enjoy riding it. put a lot of miles on that. I've ridden I live in Ohio, and I've ridden the Key West and back a couple times, Carolinas. Been on Deals Gap, North Carolina, the Dragon. I've been on that on race bikes and street bikes.
Wow. Yeah,
I've had 2 Honda CM 400s, and then went to the Shadow 750. And the most recent bike was a Harley 2008 Nightster, and that's what I have, the Honda and the Nightster for now.
Well, I have to say all I got now is ATVs, so no two-wheelers for me right now.
So, Bubba, you don't ride?
It's not that I don't ride, I cannot. I think I weigh too much for most bikes, but if I ever get one, it's going to be a trike. And I only want it to turn it into like a kid's big wheel. Not even kidding, like streamers up the sides, everything, make it look like it's a plastic handle, red plastic, everything. I want everything to look like it's a really cool kid's truck. Okay?
Cool.
That's what
Yeah.
I want. All right,
Nice.
Drop
Very
that up
good.
to work. How you doing? That's what I want. But I weigh too much, and I'm kind of like bad with balance, so I wouldn't be able to ride a two-wheeler.
So I started riding because my brother-in-law had a 1995 Yamaha Virago 535 sitting under the eave of his garage. Every time it rained, the water was pouring into it. I'm like, man, what do you take for that? And he said, I want $1,200 for it. I'm like, I ain't paying you that kind of money for it when you're letting it sit there and rot. You know. Finally, one day he said, if you want the bike, just come get it. I mean, it had 2 flat tires, you know, and so brought it back home and started restoring it. About 6 months later, I had it running, bought new tires on it, started commuting on that. Then I bought the Honda Shadow Arrow. It's a 2002. So all this was going on about 2000. It started in about 2004, 2005. I bought the Honda in 2007, so it wasn't that old, you know, when I bought it. I rode that bike for 7 years. I put about 50,000 miles on that bike. Then I bought a Kawasaki Nomad, if y'all know what that is, 1600. Had the
Mine was
saddlebag,
1500.
had the saddlebags that folded down like that. I wish I still had that bike, but it only was a 5. It was a 5-speed, and I did a lot of interstate riding. And I mean, it would run. Don't get me wrong, but it felt like it needed that extra gear. So
Yeah.
I sold it and got good money for it, and bought a 2012 Harley Heritage Softail. It's got the 103-inch motor and the 6-speed transmission, and that's what I'm riding now.
Nice. I like that Kawasaki. I had a 2000 Kawasaki like yours. Mine was 1500 cc's, not 16. You know, water cooled motor. It ran like a champ. I think I put
Shaft
80,000 miles on that bike. Yeah.
Shaft drive smooth as butter, man. And I can't remember what year model mine was. Anyway, Chris, you ride?
So my first bike, I want to say, was a 79 XR80 when I was a kid. Then I had a CR125, and then I went up to the CR250. Bought my first street bike in 96. It was a Suzuki Katana 600. And then in 98, I was in a really, really bad accident, and I almost died on that bike.
Oh, my.
And I never got back on a motorcycle after that. So
Testify.
I like them, and sometimes part of me wants to get back on 2 wheels again, but I haven't been on one since then, so probably never going to happen.
Yeah, but with that beard, you fit right in at the biker bars, brother.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Have any of you guys been over to Sturgis?
It's on my bucket
I've been
list. Yeah.
I've been as far going around it as I possibly could. I never had any desire to go up there and actually participate. But I've been through Sturgis, but not on the big weekends and for the big rally. But
I've never cared to go to Sturgis either, but I have been to 13 or 14 bike weeks, equal number of Biketoberfests, because racing the AMA Pro Superbike, we had events there twice a year.
Nice.
And my adopted dad lives outside of Daytona in DeLand. So I always had a place to stay, spent a lot of good weekends on that track. I've been clocked by Daytona speed traps at 197 through the tri-oval, with an average speed of 100 miles an hour through the infield.
Nice.
So I absolutely love Daytona Speedway. Those high banks are second to nothing.
Oh man, that's
You know what they say about Florida, D-Land, Florida? It's right next to DC. Oh, nobody thought it was funny. Sorry.
I love it down there. That track is absolutely wonderful. I've walked it. I've raced on it. To go there without a competitor pass is pointless. You need a competitor pass to experience Daytona Speedway.
Yeah. That racing. Actually, I have a good buddy that I race with. He lived in D-Land area there for quite a while, and raced in, I believe it was Volusia County Speedway and stuff. And so, but man, that racing's a lot of fun. I've done it from the time I was old enough to till just a few years back, and it's a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that.
Well, if anybody knows who Pop's Quest is,
Pops.
Yeah, Pop's Quest, Rob. Me and him actually, we were pitted next to each other at a Daytona event back in the day, and we started talking about it one day and actually remembered it. Being in the infield pitted together during a race weekend. Pretty cool guy.
Wow. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys ever heard of top fuel drag racer Scott Palmer, but we grew up racing our 67 Camaros against each other at our local track. And
that's pretty fun.
Yeah, he actually sent me, I got a signed shirt and hat and all that stuff from him. But it's kind of neat to see somebody that you knew and kind of grew up racing with actually, make it to the show. So that is interesting. So anyway, we'll get back on to some of this stuff here. I still have a few giveaways to do here. So let's go ahead and jump in on this giveaway. And then Moondog said he'd like to add one in there. So anyway, let me share the screen here and make sure everybody's got typed in hashtag HBN 8.3. And we'll get our third giveaway for tonight so far.
Wow.
Let's see. We have 26 people in this drawing. And like I said, if you've won the first few ones, Tommy Gunn and Grim 90 and Casey Dolph, please exclude yourself from this. If you do come up, I'll just draw again. All righty. So anyway, let's see who the next winner is. Sonny Guns.
Congrats.
Congratulations, buddy.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Whoop whoop.
I'm gonna write your name down here.
What did he win?
I forgot to tell you that, didn't I?
It happens
So
to us.
I guess I can just make something up.
Good. You win a dog.
Yeah, my dog's all excited. Evidently, he likes Finnegan. So
So you get a free
I don't
roll of
know.
toilet paper.
You want some Pringles potato chips, Sonny?
Here, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll pull some prizes.
All right, buddy. All righty. So I have it set here. Let me grab
Dozen
it.
eggs.
So what you won tonight, Sonny Guns. So we're gonna wait. You won a Bass Pro hat. Nice looking hat there. And also you won a Cabela's multi-tool here.
Cool.
This thing's pretty sweet.
Yes, sir.
It has a lot of stuff in here. Your hang on a second. Hey, I'm trying to do a show here. You mind? Huh? Sorry about that. So it's got the pliers on it, needle nose pliers. It's got a flat screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. It's got a saw, wire strippers, scissors,
Cool.
a bottle opener, and a knife blade. But just don't be using that bottle opener on any hard seltzer, please. I mean, I'm trying to rid the world of hard seltzer. So anyway, appreciate if you don't do that. So anyway, we'll get back into visiting some more here, but tell you what, Moondog, what would you like to give away tonight?
Okay.
I should appreciate this.
It was sort of impromptu, but I've got two bottles of Moondog defogging. One of the sort of side things I did was I created a defog spray when I was really into airsoft. But it's fine for goggles, and especially you guys, if you ride. So it's great if you ride with your riding glasses. It keeps fog off of it. And I've got a swag bag from SHOT Show. So
All right.
gets this bag with 2 bottles of my defog in there, and you can pick up these defogs from evic.com.
Man, that's a great gift. I sure appreciate you doing that, buddy.
Sure.
And I'm going to get this entered here, and then we will put in. Let's see, we'll just go ahead and stay with the deal. We'll do HBN 8.4. So let me get this started here. Okay. I'll go ahead and put it up here in the banner. Let's see, I typed it in a while ago. All right, so type in HBN 8.4. We will get to be entered in Moondog's giveaway. Man, I appreciate that.
No
I
worries.
tell you what, we used to. I mean, I did this in my 20s and 30s. Paintball started getting pretty big. And so we were, on Sunday afternoons, we're all meeting out there at a place we have at Ridge out by the lake and stuff, and it's wooded and everything. So we were all meeting out there and playing paintball in the woods, and we just had a blast. And I'm telling you what, I sure wish I had some of that defogger then, because, I mean, spitting on your lens and rubbing it around, I mean, that's about all us hillbillies, had then. So,
And that's no fun if you chew. So
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, you get that old chin back up there on the screen too, and so. But that is great. So, I just want to ask you guys, we scrolled through here earlier and seen a lot of cars out there in the side chat and made me think, man, you know, I really like that car, or whatever. But first, I guess I didn't get to say about what car I had. So around here in the rural part of the country, we didn't have a whole lot of police. I mean, we had policemen, but they were kind of few and far between. So, like back in the day, I remember, they kind of have like local drag races. They do a couple races and then pull offside the road. And by the time the cop got there, he'd drive around, wait a little bit, and he'd go on back to, where county jail was, which was a good 45 minutes away. And so then they'd race, a few more races or whatever. So I was actually driving, around here. We didn't have the learner's permits or anything like that. But anyway, I was driving my dad's 1967 Chevy pickup. It had 3-speed on the column, and I believe it had the 307 in it. And man, I would love to go to the backside of our mile square where there wasn't hardly any houses around, and there's a little incline there. And I just love to, smoke the tires on that thing. And every time I did, like that evening or next day, he'd be like, I told you not to be hot rodding my truck around, so, you can't drive it for a while. I'm like, man, how do you know? And I was like, there wasn't any houses around or nothing. So, like, next time I borrowed, I'd drive it all nice and easy. He'd never say a word. And I'm like, okay. So, the following time I would, like, get on and spin the tires or whatever, and he'd get on to me again. And I never could figure that out for a long time as a younger, as a teenager, up into my teen years. And so finally one day we was sitting around and I asked him, I said, so how did you know when I was spinning the tires and when I wasn't? He goes, well, because the spare tire in the bed of the truck was always up against the cab. And he got crazy. That spare tire would move. And then I knew he was, getting on. And so anyway, I wasn't smart enough that time to figure that out. But before I turned 16, I worked really hard. I mowed yards. I raked leaves, did whatever I could do to save up money. Because for me in my area, I already knew that having a car, was something that, I really wanted to have when I turned 16. So I ended up finding a 1977 Chevy Camaro, and I had enough money to buy it a little bit before I turned 16. And so I bought that. And I still have that car today. I'm the second owner on it. And, and so that's one thing that I always said to myself. I'm like, man, I'll live in a ditch before I get rid of this car. So I was so thankful that I've been able to hang on to it over these years. I did go through and kind of just redo it all, I don't know, about 15 years ago. But it's just something that, has just been near and dear to my heart. I've owned a lot of cars. I'm a big car person, always have been. I've raced drag racing. I've raced dirt track, everything. I mean, pretty much if you could race it, I've raced it. Lawnmowers, go-karts, yeah, motocross. I never did any asphalt racing, but I did race motocross, back at a younger age. So anyway, I just want to go through the panel while we're letting people get in the giveaway here. And we'll start with you, Gene. and we'll just try to make this fairly quick. What car would you like to have? One of those that maybe got away, or maybe your friend, or maybe a friend or somebody had, or just one that you're like, if money is no object, this is the car that I would go buy. And on the side chat, man, let's hear from you too. Car would you go buy if money was no object?
I think I would have an Audi A8 custom built from the ground up. You can design those any way you want, any type of wood trimmed interior you'd like, colors, piping on the seats, interior colors. I mean, it's endless on how to build an Audi A8. So if I could afford anything, it'd be one of those. They base price at $170 and go from there depending on the options you get. I'm gonna throw this in there. The car that I had that I do not have anymore that I regret selling greatly was a 1968 Dodge Charger RT.
Oh man,
that was a sweet car.
Yeah, a buddy of mine has a 69 that he's had for years, and it's a beautiful car.
Same car, different tail light.
Yeah. You bet. His actually had the vinyl white top on it, red with a vinyl white top.
Those will go up close to $1 million now.
Wow.
Oh, I bet.
Mine was from Houston, Texas. I live in Ohio, and I bought it from a guy that brought it up from Houston, Texas. No rust on it, no dents. It was in great shape. Had a big block in it. I had a 383 in it. Had the ratchet shifter. Man, that thing was so sweet. And I sold it for a song and dance because, well, back then they were common. No big deal to see one.
Yeah. My goodness. Oh, and yeah, the 76 Trans Am, the Smokey and the Bandit,
Oh, yeah.
Very, very popular at the time.
That was the year before. Smoking the Bandit was a 77 because they closed
77,
in.
yeah.
The hood scoop was closed in. On the 76 was the last year of the actual true cowl on the air intake. And then last year, the round headlights.
Yeah.
Oh, you switched to the square ones, right?
Had the round ones on the 76. 77 went to square.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
All right, Walter. What do you got?
Well, I'm not much of a car guy. I've always been more of a pickup guy than anything else.
Well, yeah, pickup, motorcycle,
and the kayaks, and the motorbikes, and all that other kind of hauling stuff. But if I was going to get another pickup, I've got a 2010 Toyota pickup sitting out there. It's not a bad truck. It's got a couple $100,000 on it now. I bought it new in 2010. But I've been looking at a new Ford F-150. I'd have to remortgage the house to go buy one nowadays, but I'd like to have another F-150. If it was a sedan and I could go back in time, one of the cars that I admired most from back in my college days, and this will really date me, but I'd like to have a 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody remember that car?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
One of my roommates had one, and we had more fun. And I love that car, man. I borrowed that car every chance he'd let it out of his sight, which wasn't very often. But that was a great car.
Yeah, my uncle actually had a 69 GTO. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was quite an automobile. But they only made, I think, maybe 6,000-7,000 of those that year, and that was it. There are not many of them around. But I'll have a new pickup here in another year or two, I think. What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, sorry about that. was trying to get my dog to shut up. I don't know what she's all excited about this giveaway tonight. I guess I tell her there's not milk bones or dog treats or nothing in it. So
You're not going to give away dog bones or biscuits? Dog biscuits
You
are cool.
betcha.
No, the heck
So, how
with
about
that.
you,
Not
Brady?
loud.
So
It's a joke.
money's no object, time is no limit. I'm buying a 1963 split window Corvette HO.
Oh, wow. It's worth a lot of money. But
Yeah, it is.
Sweet choice right there, Jamie. Yeah, man. When you shoot for the stars, you shoot for the big one, don't you, buddy? I like that.
It's like Gene says, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
You betcha.
I think there's 67 that went for $1 million a few years back.
yeah, and I'm not a Corvette guy at all. I know AR really AR owns a Corvette right now, but or last I heard he did. But I'm not a Corvette guy, but that car or another one that I wouldn't mind having would be a 1955 Thunderbird Ford
Yeah.
with the port windows. But of the ones that I've owned and I would like to have back was a 1972 Chevelle Malibu 350. It'd be even better if you could get a Super Sport with a 396 4 on the floor.
Good engine.
Yeah, that would be very sweet.
Yeah, that's the one I wish I had back.
So, how about you, Bubba?
I said it earlier, but 70 Nova. 69 70 Nova. I'd like to have.
970 Nova.
Only other one I would want to have would be a Dodge Dart,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
but that's about it. I don't want nothing like no fancy. I dang sure don't want no Tesla. I rode in a Tesla. Them things are scary.
They're scary
You
fast.
get no warning in those things at all. There's no warning. All right. My friend drove it down from Virginia, and he said, "You want to ride it?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" And we went to take off, and we hit 60 in like a second. And I'm just like, no, give me out. There's no engine revving. There's nothing. It's just silence, which is twice as scary. So he actually got a thing where he downloaded it where it actually makes an engine sound now.
Yeah, I was going to mention
Because
that.
of me. Because of me.
I hear they burn up. Catch fire.
It's a lithium battery battery powered. So like when it burns up, it's got magnesium and stuff in it too. So when it burns up, like regular fire extinguishers don't work on it. You have to have electrical fire extinguishers.
Wow.
Like I've had a bunch of my firefighter buddies complain about them things all the time.
If I can interject quickly,
Yeah.
Bubba brought back a memory here he's wanting a 70 Nova. I had a friend of mine in school had a 1968 Chevy Nova Super Sport 396 4 on the floor car, and he had totally rebuilt that car from the rear end all the way to the radiator. And the car wasn't that old to begin with, but he put all performance stuff in it. And if y'all know, you can build Chevrolet speed stuff a whole lot cheaper than you can buy Ford stuff and build a Ford. But and you also remember my earlier story about getting the Dodge Polara with the 360 from my dad. And we were riding up the main drag, and I pulled up beside him, and I waited till we got right in front of the McDonald's where all our friends were cruising, and I jumped him. And the only reason I did it was to see that Nova run. I jumped on him, and he downshifted that car. And when I looked up in the rearview mirror, his front wheels were a foot off the ground.
Wow.
He went by me like I was tied to a stump, boy.
Well, looks like Tommy Gunn, he can't drive 55. I don't know if he's a Sammy Hagar fan or what, but kind agree with that. All right. Let's see. Mark, we got you next, buddy.
67 Mustang convertible,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
blue.
Sweet.
Go.
Sweet car.
That'll
I'll
do
tell
it.
you what, I'll just go ahead and get a 67 Camaro and we can just drive side by side, buddy. Convertible.
The only second would be a 53 Mercury.
My granddad had one of those.
That was my dad's first car, and he said it looked just like that one that Stallone drove in Cobra.
Oh yeah.
You betcha.
Oh, wait, I forgot one. 64 and a half Mustang. I'd
Yeah.
like to have one, just to say I have it. There we go. Sorry, forgot about that one.
You betcha. Yeah, those are all great vehicles. And tell you what, guys, since we still have more, 2 more giveaways that we were doing after this, or well, I tell you what, let's save this giveaway here towards the end. But I want to go ahead and announce the monthly winner of the giveaway because I was not able to put up a random drawing because I've tried like 2 or 3 of them. But on our monthly giveaway, what we do is every month after that month is over, about the middle of next month, we do a drawing and for the previous month and the winner. And on that drawing, I've been doing it from pretty much the beginning. And so for that entire month, any video I put out, if you just comment, I want to win, well, that puts you in the drawing for that month. And then about the middle of next month is when I did that giveaway. And I just want to thank everybody because we have a lot of people in the February one, which will be coming out the middle of next month. And I'd like to continue to do them here on the lives because it's a lot of fun. But so on that one, we went ahead and picked the winner for that earlier because it's one of those that like nobody can enter right now anyhow because it was the previous month. So this is the January winner. And let's see, I got it right here somewhere. Give me just a minute. Let me find it. Oh boy. Thought I typed it in here somewhere. Well, anyway, give me a minute, and while I'm looking this up here, guys, the winner's already written down, but I gotta find the banner for it. Would one of you guys care to share the link for G23? He put out a deal on his community banner that he is having to transport back and forth a lot every day, pretty much to the hospital and stuff. And so he has a Indigo deal, and then also he has a Cash App there. So if somebody'd like to link that for him, if you don't mind, and if somebody wants to kind of explain a little bit about that while I get this post ready, I'd sure appreciate it.
Okay, I can see it.
There There you go. There's a banner across the bottom, guys. For those of you that don't know, G was very sick and had a particular bacteria that was devouring him, so
Oh,
to speak. And yeah, he's got lots of medical bills and having to run back and forth, and it's not close. Um, so he's out of pocket. Outcast said his wife stabbed him because he's too cheap to buy her flowers.
I just posted the link to the direct to the giveaway, or to the giveaway, to the donation site. That's the one that I use. So,
And he also has Cash App.
I couldn't post his site because I'm not a mod.
It's 3 times a week, dude. Cash App $G23 reviews. So if you feel led in your heart to help a brother, yeah, he can stand it right now. Anything else you want to add, Chris, to that?
no, I just want everybody to know that link is legit. It's I donated money yesterday to that same thing, and it's because a lot of people probably haven't heard of that. I never heard of it. Gives and Go or whatever it is, but yeah, he needs every little bit he can get, guys and girls out there. So if you got a little bit of money to throw there, do it. I'm sure he appreciates it. We all appreciate it.
Kind of like I raised my kids, huh? You never go wrong helping somebody.
amen.
Yeah, 100%, guys. Thank you for sharing that and elaborating on it. G23 is a great guy. He actually has a live that comes on. This is a set time every week, Chris, on Saturdays. I can't remember. I know it's before this one. I was on it earlier. I know you was on the panel there and stuff.
6 Eastern.
Pardon?
He always does it at 6 Eastern on Saturdays.
6 Eastern? Okay. Yeah. And so it's a great live show. And he hadn't been doing it much because he's been in the hospital and been sick. I know New York Outcast has been filling in for him, some and stuff. So, appreciate that. That was always a fun one too. So anyway, I'll go ahead and put this up here. So our monthly giveaway, what I have this month for a giveaway is this right here. It is a nice range bag. It's got carry strap on it. It's also got handles and stuff. Also, it is from the local Bass Pro here. Even if you go fishing or camping, this is just a great bag. I use one myself, and I just want to let everybody know these Bass Pro stuff that I'm giving away tonight. I'm not sponsored by Bass Pro. I would love to be. So, if you're watching this, Johnny Morris, give me a call. But I got these at the original Bass Pro, and it started here in my area. And I talked a little bit about this on that one video for the entry. But it's been neat to watch that company grow to what it is today and support, the fishing, the hunting, the Second Amendment. It's just nice to, see something big like that, happen. And his Dogwood Nature Park that they have, it actually, the land that he has, the 20 some hundred acres, that's purchased. My grandpa owned that for years. My grandpa did. So I grew up on that.
Wow.
Yeah. It has a creek going through it, and it just feeds right into the mouth of our beautiful Table Rock Lake here. And so back in the day, motorcycles, there wasn't no ATVs, no four-wheelers, nothing like that. So we rode motorcycles all over that place. We fished, we swam. There was a lot of, I don't know if anybody remembers them, but they were called like trail rides and stuff, contests, So basically it was a race with motorcycles, but they were through the woods and, through the creeks and up through the woods, through hills and back down in the hollers and everything. And there's one place that we'd always love to go set because they had to come off this hill and it was pretty steep incline, through woods and trees or whatever. Then at the bottom of that, there's about I want to say a 5 or 6 foot rock bluff into the creek, and then across on up into the gravel bar. So it was that was the best place to sit because guys would be coming down this creek. Of course, if you rode dirt bikes, you knew you wanted to get your front tire up in the air before you hit that creek, Well, sometimes they would come down, they gas it and pull up, and then, a lot of times they would just, bam, just nose first into that creek, The very good riders is able to, pop the wheelie and land in the creek and keep on going. But that's always something that I'll always remember, growing up here. But anyway, so our winner for the monthly giveaway for January is Rick Perry. I do not know if he's out in the chat or not, but Rick, get a hold of me on my email and give me your address, and we'll get that to you. And congratulations, buddy, on that. So anyway, let's see. I don't know. While I was doing that, I missed a lot on the side chat here, so I will try to catch up on that and see where were we. Chris, I believe it was to you, buddy, on the vehicles. What car you'd like to have if money was no object, or
Well, I hate cars because I'm just way too big to fit in a car. So if I could have any truck that I wanted right now, it would be the Dodge TRX.
That's a nice truck right there. Yeah, when I say cars, that includes trucks, too. I mean, there's been, some of us are just, some people's just truck people, and and I don't blame them one bit. I think I've always had a truck, So Elliot, you want to answer this, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead.
You'd like to have?
I'd like to have my first 89 Corvette I bought with 30,000 miles, charcoal metallic gray, almost black looking, but you can see metallic underneath it.
Oh, wow.
I bought it 6 years old. I was 40, turned 40. It was my birthday present. It had 30,000 garage kept for 6 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I miss that car. And that color is very hard to find, too. Outside of that, I got a red 89 out here. It's red all over, even in the inside. And, my other one had, camel interior, like a Magnum had in his car on that TV show.
He had a camo interior?
No, pardon?
He had a camo interior?
Yeah, he had. I think he had camel. Yeah, camel color. At least one time in the TV series.
Camel.
I had camel.
Camel.
Camel. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a brown beige leather. Kind of like. Yeah. Mine's red leather.
That would be sweet. Yeah, I actually had a 79 Stingray vet there for a while.
Wow.
But it's hard to, you can't have a couple buddies with you and pick up girls when you're driving a Corvette. So I seen right away that, I'd rather, drive my Camaro or something, but they are some very sweet cars. Mm-hmm. And so
I'll say this on a 70, the C frame, the 70 model, all the way to 77 or 78. I'm 6'2". I cannot even get in a car. My head hits the top. So I have to bend my head down like this. But the C4, which I've got about a 3-inch clearance, 2 or 3 inch. But I can't even fit in the old 70 models, C3 Corvettes.
Boys, I have to gracefully bow out. It's midnight. I have church in the morning. Y'all have a good time.
Later, Jamie.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you so much, Jamie, for joining us. And we're going to give a Moondogs giveaway here, and then the 500 sub giveaway here pretty soon. So we won't be too far behind you, buddy.
Love you, brother.
Wish I could hang out. Love ball, y'all.
Night, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie.
Thank you, buddy.
Night, Jamie.
You have a good evening. Thanks for joining tonight.
Night, brother.
Midnight.
Oh, that's right.
So, Moondog, what if any car you'd like to have, what would it be for you, buddy?
Well, speaking of Magnum, I think I'm hard. If I had any car, I'd probably have Magnum's car, the Ferrari 306 or the Ferrari Dino. But the 306, I've always loved that car since that I watched that show as a kid.
Good show. Mm-hmm. I still watch it from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would have liked if I could get a car back. I'd probably get that my old Acura 87 Integra. It's a Honda. It was a Honda Civic with Accord finishes on it, but that thing just ran and ran. So yeah, I would appreciate the gas mileage now much more.
You all wouldn't believe how cheap gas is on a Corvette, on a C4.
Really?
I can get about 27 to 28 miles to the gallon on cruise.
Wow, that's better than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. That sticker actually shows 25, 26 on the sticker when you buy one. But
dang.
Highway.
That's better than my SUV right now. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. They're very affordable.
Yeah, and so like my Camaro, we'd go to what they used to call, I assume they still have, and I haven't been in a while, but they're called Super Chevy events. So it was a drag race, swap meet, and car show all in the same event. And any of the cars could enter the drag races as long as they were Chevy powered. So, I mean, you've seen some neat cars, and then they had like a kind of a professional circuit that went around on that, like the world's fastest 55 Chevy, the world's fastest, 57 Chevy, and they all had to be a door slammer type vehicle. So those were like at these major race places, like in Dallas, Texas, or Topeka, Kansas, or Memphis, Tennessee. So we would get together, and a lot of people had old cars around here. 55, 6, and 7 Chevys were very popular, along with the Chevelle, Super Sport Chevelles and everything. And a lot of times we'd all travel together, friends, and we'd have as much as 30 or 40 old cars, all going together, to these events. And so my Camaro, I would switch and put my taller gears in it, like 407s, and take my big Holly 4-barrel off and put a Holly 2-barrel on it. And out on the highway, I literally could get anywhere from 26 to 30 miles a gallon as long as I stayed off of it, you know. So it's amazing, you know, that as long as you don't stick your foot in it, you can get some decent, you know, fuel mileage out of them. And like right now, my wife's wanting a newer Camaro, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait. I'm kind of more into older stuff myself, so
Stuff you can actually
I like
work
the old
on,
ones.
right?
yeah.
Have you actually tried to sit or ride in a newer Camaro?
No, when they first,
No.
I've only rode one when they first kind of come out. A friend of mine bought the yellow with the black stripes, the Bumblebee, you know, style off the Transformers. He bought one of those, and it had a nice engine in it and it's pretty fast, but I only rode in it once. And but, yeah, I don't know what how comfortable they are or not, but anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and do your giveaway, Moondog.
Okay.
And if you want to go ahead and put out there your email so people could
Sure.
get a hold of you on email and give you their address.
Now, I'm just trying to learn this. Okay. I got to go open my other screen because I can't type into the StreamYards.
No, you can on the Facebook side. Or I mean, Facebook, the YouTube side.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but while Moondog's doing that, I'll get the giveaway pulled up here.
So I just posted up my email. So.
Alrighty. Let's see. I haven't seen it come through yet. I'll highlight it when it comes in here. But yeah, make sure everybody gets in there. Hashtag HBN 8.4. Yeah. Jamie, you might retype that. You got 8.5. So yeah, it'd be 8.4. Hashtag HBN 8.4. So I'll give everybody just a minute here to get that typed in. Let's see. Did I miss your first email there? Or is that the right one, Moondog?
Do you want me to retype it? I can do that.
Well, I didn't see. I may have missed it coming across.
I think YouTube may have canceled out his email
Oh, that's
address.
possible. Should I put a Gmail since they're owned by Gmail?
I mean, mine's Gmail, so I don't have no problem posting mine. I don't believe.
Because there we go. That's because they're biased and they want to promote themselves. There we go.
Well,
All right. Hopefully that came out this time. Did that show up?
No, I'm not seeing it.
No. Okay. Okay. So
Well, okay.
here, I'm going to type it as in phonetics.
Tell you what, let me see if I can put it in a banner. What is your email there, Moondog? Your Gmail or whatever?
Moondog Airsoft. So one word at gmail.com.
Okay, let's see if this works. Is that correct?
I'm looking.
Moondogairsoft at gmail.com.
Yeah, except for the typo there on Gmail, but I think people know.
I did.
Gamil.com.
Let me retype this here. Sorry, guys.
And G23's got it put up there.
Yeah, he can't put a link out there because he doesn't have a wrench.
Oh, okay. Well,
G put it up. He's got it right.
What's the wrench?
Yeah. Well, let
I
me
tried earlier.
Moderator.
Oh,
I tried it.
okay.
I tried earlier and I couldn't either.
Yeah, let me find you here and I'll give you a wrench.
Yeah, G23 put it up in the side chat. The correct
Cool.
email.
All right, guys.
Still on?
Yeah. So whoever wins, or whoever Hillbilly picks as the winner tonight, just just hit me up and we'll coordinate. And I'll mail it out to you. I'll mail out the Condor bag to you.
All righty. Yeah, and I'm trying to find you here to give you a wrench, and I guess I got lost in the too far away on my deals here. But anyway, let's go ahead and see who wins this. We got 23 people in it. Chris from the 740.
Wow. Congrats.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, let's I'll tell you what, let's give that away to Ann out there. She is a new gun owner and a new subscriber to all our channels. And
Yes.
so Ann, you send an email to Moondog and give him your address and you can take my win there. I'd rather see somebody else out in the side chat win.
You are a true gentleman, Chris.
So,
That's very nice of you. Yes. Yeah, Anne Marie, thank you for jumping on. I got some comments on some videos. I appreciate that. You said you're kind of new to it, and we're really grateful, to have new people get into our community here and support the content people and the 2A. So anyway, congratulations on that. All right.
Kudos to Chris.
And yes, Chris, thank you so much for doing that. That was very nice of you to do.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'd rather see the side chat win than anybody else. So.
All right.
Hey, I'm going to bow out. It's
okay.
About midnight here. And Moondog, my son was pretty excited that we were on a side chat or on a live stream a week or two ago. He knows of you because he watches a lot of airsoft videos on YouTube. And that's why I'm going to bow out. We're going to get up early and head up to the airsoft field tomorrow. He can play a little bit. So
Great.
All
night.
Have a
right.
good one. I'll swap
Well,
chairs
Mark-
with you, Mark.
all righty.
Mark, reach
Yeah.
out to me. I'll be happy to send your son a bottle of defog spray. 'Cause I know he'll need it.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's very nice of you, Moondog. Great,
Have a good
buddy.
evening, Mark.
Good to see you, Mark. Thanks for jumping on.
Good night, Mark.
So we have one more giveaway here for the 500 sub. We'll go back here in just a few minutes. Tommy Gunn, he's got to go to bed. He's got range day tomorrow. We'll see you later, buddy.
Have a good one.
Good night, Tommy. I got range day tomorrow too, but Moondog and I over here on the left side, it's still early over here. It's only 9 o'clock over this way.
I'm trying to hang in there. It's after midnight here.
Yeah, but you're
Here
young.
too.
Come on, you can adjust.
Nah.
Oh, boy.
Well, I do have church tomorrow, so and I'm in the choir, so I can't bow out on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
You
should
gotta
have
be
had you here earlier when I was telling Tommy Gunn happy birthday. None of us could sing. We could have had you sing for him. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this 500 sub giveaway, and then like we can stay on and talk. But I know people's needing to get up tomorrow morning and everything, so we'll go ahead and get to that. And first of all, I just want to thank everybody that's subscribed to my channel, for all those people that support it, that just continue to watch my silly videos, because I I don't really do any tabletop reviews or much technical stuff as far as velocity and all that stuff on the guns. I pretty much just entertainment. And so I appreciate everybody that watches videos, that subscribe, that comments on them. And also one thing I just want to say about our monthly giveaway. So the way I do that is, I said earlier that throughout the month, any of the videos you can comment, I want to win, and that gets you in the drawing. Well, so the more you comment, the more entries you get on that one. So I know like Rick Perry, I believe he had 5 or 6 entries just on that 1 month's drawing. And so, I think he won last year sometime, but it's just, I try to give everybody, the opportunity to get in there and win something. It's kind of different every month. I've been giving away that tactical knife lately. So, you can just remember that when you do watch videos, if you want to get in that monthly drawing. So anyway, I had to type in people's names. We had a lot of people enter the 500 subscriber giveaway, and I think each and every one of you. So I found a random generator wheel, and so I had to type everybody's name in. And so that's why I kind of had to end that. I believe I put it up on the community tab. I think it was I believe somewhere, because it gave me time to get everybody's name in there, because I wasn't going to be able to keep doing it, up till the last minute here.
So did you have to manually go through all of your comments and just note every time somebody posted to get their name in?
That's what I do. Anyhow, I have a book that when people comment, if they get in my monthly giveaway, I write them down and what video it was at, what video it was. And so with
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was. But with the StreamYard, when people do the hashtags, StreamYard, thank goodness, has a random generator. So when they put that hashtag in that you have, it automatically collects them. So that makes it so much nicer than
Oh
having
yeah,
to type
that's pretty snappy.
everybody's name in. So anyway, so I am going to put this banner up right here. So if you do win the 500 sub giveaway, I ask that you email me with your address and everything before or by midnight, like the 23rd. And if the winner, because the winner might not be on here tonight, and so if they don't claim it by then, then we'll just redraw next Saturday with the same names, excluding that one, because I don't want, I have, stuff here that I don't want to wait 30, 45 days and them not claim it or something like that. So that's the reason I'm doing that. And, that seems fair to everybody, but that's the only thing I can come up with. So anyway, I'm going to go through before we do the drawing, some of the stuff that I'm giving away. Since you've already seen these, I've added the Bass Pro hat here in that giveaway. We have it's just a little LED pocket light. I literally carry one. You put on your keychain or in your pocket. I carry one in my pocket all the time because sometimes I don't want to have to fumble around and get my phone out and, have to try to turn the light on it, if you're just trying to unlock a door or whatever the case might be. So I thought that would be great. And we're going to go ahead and throw another multi-tool in there with the pliers and all the accessories that's on that. Let's see. We also have this is something that I've been using for lots of years from Bass Pro. It's called Uncle Buck's. And this actually here is the Hush Puppy batter stuff. And when it comes to Uncle Buck's, the reason I thought it'd be cool, because I know there might not be a lot of people out there that has used that stuff. They make, they make batter for fish. They have beef jerky seasoning, just a lot of stuff. And out of all the Uncle Buck stuff that I've tried, it's all been really good. So I thought, what the hey, we'll throw some of that in there. And then, let's see, you guys already have seen this. This is on the monthly giveaway, but we are giving away another range bag or, fishing bag, these are super nice. They're great. They got lots of pockets on them. I enjoy mine. I've had mine for a long time. But something else you haven't seen tonight is also included in that giveaway. We're giving away, it's Bass Pro. See, it's got the Bass Pro emblem and everything on it there. This is a hydration backpack thing here. And so it has a place here that comes open. You can fill it up with your beverage, and it's got a little drink straw here. It comes in great for, we actually used them for racing. It wasn't this particular one, but, camping, hiking, it's great to have. Except for, I just want to let you know, you can put water, Gatorade, probably cold beer in there, but there does have a warning on here, absolutely no hard seltzer. So it says on there, no hard seltzer. And so if you win this, you're going to have to sign a disclaimer. You will not put hard seltzer in this. Since I'm trying to, get rid of all the hard seltzer, we don't want you to be putting in that hydration bag. So anyway, that's what we're giving away for the 500 sub giveaway. And I hope whoever wins it enjoys it, and that there's stuff in there that they can use and really enjoy. So let's get this drawing going here.
I got one of those backpacks like that with the water. Cool.
All right. Let's see who the winner of the 500 sub giveaway is.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Oh.
going. Oh,
What's
man.
it gonna be?
Almost.
Patrick in the dark.
Congrats.
I'm up here
Patrick in the dark.
trying to
Congratulations,
spin it
buddy.
on the screen.
And he actually is out in the side chat.
All right. Walter, you almost had that.
I was almost there.
Man, Patrick and Dark, congratulations, buddy.
Nice job, Patriot.
All right, let's do one more giveaway, Hillbilly, and we'll do this while we're closing out. Let's give away Rob's R&L Displays pistol stands tonight.
Nice.
All righty.
So I don't know what are we at? HBN 8.5 or
Yeah, we will. Let me set this up here. Our last one was I'll just go ahead and type it in here. So what is it? 8.4. So
I think we're at 0.5.
eight 8.5. Okay, I'll get this ticker going here. Man, I'm just full of typos tonight, I tell you what. So let's see if this shows up right. All right. Christmas 740 giveaway. Type in HB. Well, hang on, give me a minute. I'm sorry. Hang on. Don't type it in yet. Oh, doggone it. Forgot to put it in the computer here. Okay. Now you can start typing in H.5. Hashtag HBN 8.5. So anyway, that's awesome, Chris. Moondog,
Well,
man.
he's got 2 or 3 different colors. So just go over to his website, rnldisplays.com. Tell me what color you want. My email is super easy. It's just chrisfromthe740@gmail.com. Let me know what color of the pistol stand you want, and then I've done this with Rob many times, so I'll pay him and he'll ship it right out to your address. So
cool.
All right. Man, that's awesome of you guys. Yep. The dog likes that too, man. Every time you guys do another giveaway, man, the dog just I think she's saying, man, where's the dog treats at? Enter
Well,
my
you know,
name.
he heard hush puppies, so
Yeah. Yeah. Keep telling her to hush puppy, but she won't do it. So here we got G23 put up Rob's deal here, rnldisplays.com. And I mean, if you haven't visited that website, you're missing out. He's got pistol holders. He's got holders for your rifles. Great quality, beautiful craftsmanship. So anyway, tell you what, guys, while we're waiting on everybody to get this in here, let's just go ahead and go through the room here and do some plugs here. That'd be okay. So we'll start out with you, Gene. what you got coming up tonight, this week, or anything you'd like to plug?
Well, hopefully I got some new videos coming up, but I want to congratulate you on the 500 subscribers and everybody that's won on the giveaway. It's been a lot of nice prizes. Yeah, man, what a good way to go. Only way up from here is up.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And, if you guys have not went over and checked out Reloading from the Hot Pot, do yourself a favor, get over there, subscribe. He's got a great channel. I just can't say enough about it. I mean, it's just very entertaining. I enjoy it a lot. So
thank you, Billy. I appreciate that.
You betcha. So, Walter, what you got?
Well, I'm just about to finish up this series that I've been working on with the Hensley and Gibbs number 68 style cast bullet series for the 45 ACP. That's the 200 grain semi-wad cutter that's won more championships, I think, than any other cast bullet. And so I have 7 different molds from different companies for that bullet that I'm comparing, and I've got the last episode of that coming up this week. We got all the shooting and the chronographing and all that kind of stuff done and in the can. So I just got to edit that, put that together, and then right after that, I'll be starting a new series on a new adventure for me with a new caliber, new to me. It's an old caliber, but new to me. 38 Super. I've never even touched a 38 Super firearm until today.
All right.
I went out. I got this new one yesterday, and I went out and shot it. In California, we're seriously limited on the number of 38 Supers that are on the roster. There's only 3. And 2 of them are the same. They're just different finish. Yeah. So anyway, I'll be starting that up, and we're collecting the dies and the molds. It's going to be mostly a cast bullet gun for me. So that's what I'm up to in the near future.
All right. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Looking forward to this video, Walter.
It goes bang when you pull the trigger. It's fun.
100%, buddy. So how about you, Elliot? What you got coming up, buddy?
If I can get primers, or my brother can, I've got 40 caliber XTP, 100 rounds, hollow point to do, and I'll do some video. I may even do some editing, which I don't like, but I'll do it. And I got 500 Acura 40 caliber. What grain? I think 155. Yeah,
155.
500 rounds of that. Yeah.
Powder Valley's got small pistol primers right now.
Okay, I'll tell my brother that. I send him links sometimes, and he just bought some of this stuff here. He brought it here today. And I'm going to get a 40 cal pistol soon, and I want to get a red dot put on it. And that's about it. And that's maybe weeks, maybe even a month or so. It depends on when he gets all his supplies up. So,
well,
that's it.
When you go put that red dot on, you might want to watch Chris's video to learn how to do that so it don't come off.
Okay. Yeah.
That never happened to Chris.
I almost had that happen to me, and I stopped shooting before it came off. I seen it wobble.
Oh boy,
that's not a good sign.
I want to venture into the red dots. Bad. I'd like to try it out. They say that's where we're going in another 5 or 10 years.
No, that's where we're at.
Yeah, I mean heavy.
Yeah,
that's what I was meaning.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Heavy. I mean, it's I've got some iron sight pistols, but I shoot almost all red dots, and so does everybody else I know.
Cool.
And as our eyes get older, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Oh boy, does it.
Oh yeah.
When you get gray hairs, you're issued a red dot.
Yeah, I think when you go into the doctor's office and they start you on that
cholesterol medicine and all that stuff, they just automatically tell you to get a red dot. I'm pretty sure. So, okay, Chris, what you got coming up, buddy? You're always just busy. Cranking out there's a lot. You cranked out so many good videos, and I appreciate it, buddy. And then your live chats, your live shows are just always great.
Well, I appreciate that. I want to congratulate you on the 500 subs. Can't wait to see you hit 1,000. It's coming. It'll come pretty quick to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you in the community. I'm glad we all got to meet you and find your channel. And yeah, I got a lot coming up this next couple of weeks. I'm working with a new company. I got 2 pretty cool videos coming out Tuesday and Thursday. Company I met out at SHOT Show. And we'll have the Wednesday night live chat, 9 Eastern. And that's what I got coming up. And thank you again for the link. This was a great time, and congratulations again.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. I sure appreciate that, buddy. And thank you for, being on tonight, as always. So, Bubba, what you got coming up? Anything you'd like to plug, bud?
Let's see. I am going to be working with a couple of my gunsmith friends. I'm wanting to build a 5.7 bolt action rifle for a 28-inch barrel. So I'm wanting to test the ballistics on that. I think that's going to be very interesting just because that bullet's gnarly. But other than that, just shout out to CW because he's still recovering, and all the guys that we mentioned tonight that's sick. Keep thoughts out for them. Going to be working with more Agilite gear. Agilite sending me some more stuff. So I can actually do videos on these. It ain't the secret stuff that they've been sending me here lately. But yeah, I'm going to have some interesting stuff coming in here soon. But also shout out Hamilton Outdoors and Firearms Addict. Those are another 2. They're the ones that helped me out when I first started. They made me feel at home here. So yeah, them and Boomstick. But yeah, that's about it.
Well, that's great, buddy. Yeah, looking forward to that. That sounds like a pretty neat build. So, anyway, so Moondog.
Yes, sir.
What you got coming up?
Well, I just posted up a booth video from at PSA over at SHOT. So they were showing me off the new Saber line. That's their premium ARs for us poors. So premium ARs that we can actually afford. Some nice guns, and I gotta really hand it to them. They came out with a ton of new stuff to show at SHOT this year, and like over a dozen different products. So. And I'm just doing the grind, so to speak, of just getting all my booth videos up. So I'm just looking at my calendar and the stuff I've posted up already in the sort of scheduled YouTube scheduling, and it looks like I'm going to have a video or at least a short a day every day until April. So just to get through all the stuff from SHOT Show.
All right. Well, sounds like you're going to be really busy and got some great videos coming out. Okay, Anne Marie asked if somebody could post Moondog's channel. If somebody could put the link in there, I'd sure appreciate it. I do know it is at Moondog Industries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I've got and
YouTube.
At Moondog R&D if for the non pew pew stuff. So that's like spotting scopes and gadgets, home gadgets. Yeah, why? Pretty much anything I buy at Amazon, I'll review. So,
all right. Well, tell you what, let's go ahead and we'll share the screen one more time for tonight. And we'll see who's going to win
Chris's giveaway here. So it shows we have 23 entries and hashtag HBN 8.5. And let's go ahead and see who the winner is going to be.
There you
Ozzy
go.
Osbourne.
Congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations, buddy.
Nice.
Bark at the moon.
I'm going to write this down here.
Where do you live at, Gene? In Ohio?
Yep, OH10.
Yeah. I live in a rural county. You virtually will not see red dots around this county on handguns. We're kind of a bedroom community county. We're growing, but and spreading
It
out.
takes a little getting used to, but
Mhm.
you know, I'm still kind of on the fence. So most of my pistols are still iron sights, but yeah, the target pistol that I have that has a red dot on it, it really makes a difference in terms of my grouping scores.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
The red dot?
It takes getting used to, man, really. I mean, if
Okay.
you've been shooting iron sights all your life, it's you know.
I definitely want to
practice
do
makes
it. I want to do it for sure. Yeah.
I'm
Hard to
still
get used to
mostly
having
with iron
both eyes
sights
open.
too, just because we grew up with them, you know. But if I get out past 30 feet,
hmm
you know, it
Yeah, I
you're
can't see.
bifocals, you're doing this, trying to, you know, sight
Yeah.
pick your
Yes,
target, sight
yes.
pick your target. Yeah, so
That's what I do.
I got red dots on a couple of my pistol caliber rifles because we're going to carry them out a little bit farther. But I guess it's old school to a certain extent, like you were saying, Moondog. You know, you kind of you're getting used to that, and that's kind of the way, particularly with revolvers, which I shoot mostly, and I don't want to put a red dot on a revolver if I don't have to.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Sooner or later,
It
it'll
doesn't
come to
look
that.
right. I don't know. I guess I'm old school like you guys. It's like, yeah, red dot on a revolver. Just
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If Ozzy's not out in the side chat anymore, just I'm sure somebody out there's got his email address. Just email it to me at chrisfromthe740@gmail.com, and I'll get a hold of him and get that info over to Rob.
He was there just a minute ago.
Yeah, hopefully he's still in here. And
So-
also, guys, you know, if you are a winner tonight, please get a hold of me and Moondog and Chris so we can get those sent out to you. You know, we need your name and address, you know, where you want it sent.
There he is.
Right.
There he is. Hey, Ozzy, you need to email me at chrisfromthe740@gmail.com, and I'll send all the information over to Rob, and he'll send you out your display. So just let me know what color of pistol display you want, and we'll get that mailed out to you.
All righty. Well, so evidently, Gary Gizzard's Osborne wins again. Evidently, he was very lucky. So he stepped away and even won. He don't even have to be, you know, looking at the screen to win. So, yeah, I would get some lottery tickets or something, buddy. I heard that actually, Ann pointed out to me, or Anne-Marie B pointed out to me that, like, possibly for the Powerball and stuff, they might start giving, you know, including some eggs in there instead of cash. So, yeah, I think that's, you know, prices as pricey as those are, you know, you might actually win some eggs when you do the lottery or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I hear those eggs are getting expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, in certain places, I believe they are.
you know, in my local supermarket here in California, they were a dozen was like $5-6.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if that was like the, you know, organic ones, but yeah.
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 Yeah,
That's what we are down this way too. Moondog, yeah.
They said we're
Yeah,
going to have a
I've heard on
shortage.
average anywhere from $4 to $6. So
I may get some chickens.
I think it's a smart way to go.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this up tonight. I just want to thank you guys so much for being on here. You know, it was a great panel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for the extra giveaways, Chris and Moondog. I appreciate that. I know
Sure.
the side chat and everybody sure does. You know, that's just great. I want to thank everyone that supported my channel, the 500 subscribers. You know, I'm just very humble and very thankful for that. And so, anyway, I think we'll end this here tonight. And I just want to tell you guys, I mean, again, you know, I just thank you so much for, you know, everything. And so, anyway, with that being said, I just want to also say, you know, thank you, Hillbilly Nation, for everything. Remember, God, family, and country, and make someone's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again. I love you, Hillbilly Nation. We'll see y'all.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Night, folks.
Right.